Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are on their journey towards holistic health, a plant based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are birth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.
We are live. Thank you for tuning in. Let me help you, a loved one or friend, find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. Okay, I see. I hear the commercial still. I don't know where that's coming from, but we are celebrating Black History Month. Black History Month. I don't know. I keep getting some feedback. Okay, I don't know if y'all hear that, but I hear that. We're celebrating Black History Month, and our featured guest today is going to tell us how to keep it Black History 365. Please welcome Forever Band. Yay! I didn't realize you were in Chicago.
Yes, born and raised in Chicago.
Get out! I thought you were in New York.
Yeah, a lot of people. I don't know why. I guess the downtowns look similar, but yeah, I do most of my content in Chicago.
Oh, that's what I have yet to get to Chicago. I was talking to my husband. That is on our list. We have to make that trip this year.
Yeah,
Definitely. I hear so many great things about Chicago
yeah.
outside,
Don't come.
the other stuff that they talk about, but in general, Chicago's like a Baltimore. Okay, we lost him. So hopefully he'll come back on again. But while we're waiting for Forever Band, okay, here he goes. I got to make it to Chicago.
I'm so sorry. I just clicked on something, but yeah, do not come here in the wintertime. So
When's the best time to come? That's what I want to find out.
summertime. Chicago is it's the best city in the world in the summer.
Well, okay, when is the summer in Chicago?
I say it starts around like the end of June,
Okay,
beginning of July.
okay, that's what's up. I'm so excited and psyched to go. So yeah, I'll reach out when that happens. I got to know all the vegan spots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know all the vegan spots in Chicago. Like literally, yeah, they love me. The vegan spots love me here in Chicago.
I love. Well, let's talk about that because the way I discovered you obviously is scrolling through Instagram and checking out some of the things that you were doing out in the community in terms of putting people on spot. And we'll get into that. But I
Yeah,
didn't know you were vegan until you said it in one of the videos. I was like, what? I
yeah, I've been
have this brother on.
yeah I've been vegan for about 9 to 10 years now.
Stop. Tell us how did that start?
So I was raised vegetarian. And about when I was like 20, I decided to turn vegan. Like it was just like I always wanted to go to the. It's like you went like I always have these things to me like I want to be better or go to the next level or something. And I feel like the next level of my I call it live it, but my diet was being a vegan, and let go of the cheese and let go of all the dairy products. And I was already kind of that I was already kind of on that wave. I know I would eat like nachos and cheese or pizza, but I was already drinking almond milk, or your eggs. But then I was like, I could go without eggs and pizza and nachos, or I could just make an alternative version for those. You don't necessarily need cheese. You can use non-dairy. You can figure ways out to um, still get those meals, those cheat meals. But yeah, I turned vegan about 20. Like I said, I was raised vegetarian. My mom showed me a movie like around when I was 7 years old about the slaughterhouses
Yes.
And yeah, I feel like that put a big dent in my head when it came to what I wanted to eat. And I know I did not want to eat animals after seeing that. And I remember when I was raised, I went to like a school on a farm, so I was very close to animals, and I had cats and I had dogs, and I was on a like I said school on a farm when I was younger, so I really had an emotional attachment to animals, and just seeing that documentary, it really hurt me. I think I was like crying after that, like it left a big impact on me,
Do you
and I
know the
turned.
name of the documentary?
I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't, but it was it had to be something like it was back in the days. When was that night? So it might probably been like 2002. Had to be
okay.
something that came around that time.
Okay.
And yeah, so then I went vegetarian, but then in high school I started eating meat again because I was like I just started listening to people like, "Oh, you small." I was real small when I went into high school. I seen all the other kids and I was already always short, but I was real small compared to like the high school kids, and I was like, I'm gonna eat meat to get bigger. And it's such a lie. Like my body just didn't, yeah, whatever. But I started eating meat during high school, and then I felt the changes. Like I could instantly feel my body, and it was not. Uh, it wasn't take. It wasn't. It didn't translate well with my body, the meat. And so when I turned about 20 years old, I think I went back to being. I didn't go back to being vegetarian. I just went vegan.
Okay. Okay. And you just decided to make that change because just reflecting back to
I mean, it
when.
was a lot of things. So I'll tell you, I went on a trip with my friends, and we was doing I was doing drugs as well. I went on a trip, was doing drugs, drinking alcohol, eating meat, and then when the trip was over and I started coming down off the drugs, I got real sick, and I think it was because of the thoughts that I had in my head. I made myself sick, just negative thoughts. And I remember I just set out a tent in my dad's backyard for like 3 days, and I was like, I finally got better, and I was like, anything I did on that trip, I'm never doing it again. So I quit drugs, quit alcohol, quit eating meat, yeah, and went vegan.
Wow, it's always a blessing to connect with someone, especially Black people, Latin people, people of color, and hear the story that they actually transitioned to veganism because they've seen a documentary about the slaughterhouses. My
Yeah,
story basically was a health story. My cholesterol was high, and when I found out there's no cholesterol in plants, in anything that you eat that's plant based, I said, well, hey, that's the solution to my problem. But I did see cowspiracy. And once I saw cowspiracy and I saw the relation to when we're eating animals and, how it affects the environment and another number of things, I said, yeah, I gotta go on this journey because, yeah, this is all bad and it's impacting our people. So thank you for sharing that. I'm like you're definitely a movement right now with what you're doing. So let's talk about for Forever Band. What is it and how did it come to fruition?
yeah. Or what my like so the actual name Forever Band came from so I was a bad kid.
No, what? No, I don't say bad. Like it's positive, negative. There's different
Yeah, I mean, because
energies.
it
So
made
let's
me
just
who I
say
am
negative
today for
energy.
sure. It made me who I am for today. But it's society wise, I was a bad kid, troubled kid, just didn't have like I knew where I wanted to be. It's hard being like different and knowing that you have a different journey, and then everybody looks at you as like no, 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 no. So it kind of turns you into like a rebel. So I always was a rebel. I got into some trouble when I was around 19, 18, and then I went away for a little bit, and then I went on house arrest to serve the rest of my bid. And I was on house arrest for about a year. And I came up with that name because I had a band on my ankle. They had the house arrest band, and it
Mm.
felt like, oh my bad, somebody's calling me, but it felt like forever. I had the band on my ankle, and it felt like forever, so I called myself Forever Band.
Oh wow. I see you
Oh,
dancing
maybe I
on one
gotta.
thing. Yeah, I usually put my phone on do not disturb. Thanks for tuning in, Selena. That's my cousin. She's my first cousin. She's asking inside the slaughterhouse or slaughterhouse. I think she's just trying to get clarity. You saw a documentary that showed you the inside of the slaughterhouse. I think it was the inside of the slaughterhouse, but I'll let him answer that question. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna kick you out the other one. There you go. All right. So Selena's asking the question. I think she's trying to ask, the documentary showed you things that were going on inside the slaughterhouse, or you just know about the slaughterhouse in general. All right. While we're waiting for Forever Band to come back and answer the question, folks, it's Black History Month. Okay, I'm gonna add you to the stage. Can you hear now? Okay. I can't hear anything. You're muted. Yeah, I think something's going on with your sound. Just test your sound settings on the StreamYard because we heard you before. I can't hear anything. It was fine before. Okay, he'll come back. While we're talking about that, it's Black History Month, and if you're thinking about going vegan, the African American Vegan Starter Guide, first ever publication for us, by us, simple ways to begin a plant-based lifestyle. I'm not sure if there are any more printed copies, but you can go to AfricanAmericanVeganStarterGuide.com or go to BlackVetSociety.org. You can go to BlackVetSociety.org and click on eating, and we have access to download this publication right from our website, BlackVetSociety.org. Can I hear you now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Awesome. Look, this is why I said join a couple of minutes early, and then we on a different time.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's all good. I'll tell you a funny story after this, how that happened to me when I was supposed to be on a call in Africa. So my cousin's asking, inside the slaughterhouse, I guess the documentary showed you inside the slaughterhouse, or were you in the slaughterhouse? So I think that's what. She's saying these are two documentaries. Which one are you talking about? Inside the slaughterhouse or slaughterhouse?
I'm not sure. It was when I was 7 years old. I wish I might
Oh
have to
my
do
God.
yeah.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, it was. It was. So I don't know which documentary it was. Um but yeah, what I was saying. Oh yeah, did you hear How Did I Get Forever Band though?
Yes, you were locked up, and then you got the band. They gave you the band.
Yeah, and then I was on house arrest and it felt like forever. So
Yes,
I
and
named
that's how
myself
you
Forever
got.
Band.
I love it. Because I'm like, okay, forever is this. It sounds cool, like Forever Band.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what prompted you to start the wait? I want to see something movement. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
And
So
why?
so I made that song about 6 years ago. And during that time I was going to church. My big brother, Chance the rapper, was taking me to church like every Sunday, and they were speaking a lot about celibacy, and the celibacy was sticking to me. But I was like a crazy person, like I was always dancing and stuff like that. But then I decided to go celibate, and then so I made that song. Even though I was celibate, I had a girl that I was dating, and even though I was celibate, like I would try to accommodate her in some ways. You know what I'm saying? And that sparked that song because I'm trying to see some wait though. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
Ah,
yeah. It's just a song about like confliction with being celibate, and and active, I guess.
yes. Now that you talked about that, this the cell, because you don't hear a lot of people talking about the celibacy, but since you opened your mouth and you touched on it, talk to us about that. Did it change anything in your thought process? Because sometimes or what I feel is when you're exchanging energies with people, that's what you're doing. And if it's a negative energy or whatever, you're going to get that. If it's a positive, you're going to get that. Like, you want to touch on that for a moment?
Yeah.
Or how are youngins out there that are
Yeah.
starting to explore?
Yeah, I think celibacy is really important, and I think you should, if you're young and you are already celibate, you should remain celibate for as long as you can because once you open that door, it's very hard to close it. It's like, especially like for somebody that has an addictive personality, sex or anything that does deals with sex can be very addicting to somebody, and it could be used for like to make you. What's it could be used as a way that you think uh makes you feel
Manipulation.
better or huh.
Oh, gratification.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
gratification,
Hmm.
closure, a
Hmm.
bunch of things, you know what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yes. Yes.
You so I would say yeah, celibacy is a way to just like it makes you even think and look at humans in a different way instead of just looking at them like a piece of meat. I think when you're very active or you're looking at porn or you're masturbating, you might even look at your partner or different humans as not even just like a human thing, but just like a toy sometimes. Something
Right.
that you can play with. And
Right.
I think celibacy makes you more look at people as humans, and you have better conversations and you have better thoughts in your head when you're speaking to someone, and you don't look at everybody like a piece of meat. I mean, you do get when you one thing when you do get celibate though, you're like damn near always horny though. So that like you have like a whole lot of testosterone, and especially as a male, like anytime I'm celibate, it's like but you have to find ways to release that energy. So
Like
you
working
go to
out, like high
like working
intensity work. Yeah.
out,
Yep.
go to the gym,
Right.
creative, anything you could do, creative, sing, make music, paint,
Right.
go fucking join a protest, go join a run club. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that you can let that energy out.
Right. I had to definitely have you touch on that because it's something that is not talked about a lot. And in this day and age, right now, you see these toxic relationships happening to young people because they're getting into them for the wrong reasons, or there was just something happened, a slip up, and then now a young girl's pregnant, and then the relationship just goes a different way. So it was just definitely something to talk about. So thank you for sharing your thoughts on it. Now I have your page up,
Yes.
your Instagram page, and I'm gonna show you the video that caught my attention the very first time that I learned about you. So if you don't mind, can I share this?
Mm-hmm.
Live here? Oh, okay. You have ID? Do you have ID? Sir. You don't have ID?
Trying to see something. I'm trying to see something. Wait. I'm trying.
Yeah, come out here and talk to me real quick. Yeah, it's been a string of robberies, and the description kind of fits you.
Get out of my face.
Nah. Come step out. Yeah. Look, I don't care about this. This little mad look. I don't give no fuck about that. Get your ass out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
I told you what I'm doing. Yeah, you lucky, bitch.
Oh my.
Baby, bust down, squat that ass. Minute, no, wait. Baby,
Okay.
bust down, squat that ass, and hey, baby, bust.
Okay. So now what? Okay, that I'm sure you caught a lot of people's attention with that. Like that again, that was the very first time that I was exposed to your page, and then I started following you. How are people responding to this music? Because one thing, you got this guy on the video. I'm sure that was an issue. But like, talk us through this whole thing, this whole movement that you're doing. What's been going on? How long have you been doing it? When did it, like, all of that?
Yeah, okay. So I think I started this in late November. And me and my friend, a damn killer, he's also a musician and content creator. And we were walking, trying to film some content, and this like a white woman like clutched her purse. I didn't see it, but Adam saw it, and he gave me the idea. He was like, "Yo, you should do that." And I was like, "Okay, bet. I'm gonna try it right now." And then I tried it. I tried clutching my purse. Well, I call it purse, but it's a big bag. I clutching my bag, and while white people was walking by, and then I edited the video. I put the video up, and it took off crazy. And then a lot of people in the comments were just like, they could relate to it, and they were like, "Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should do this." So I got a lot of the ideas from based off of other people's experiences or my own experiences. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, so I've been doing this since probably November. How people are taking it is like, I don't know. It goes both ways, it's a lot of people that say I'm rude, or a lot of people, obviously, everybody's not going to like it. Everybody says, I should leave people alone. I'm doing it for clout. Then, I have a whole bunch of white people that hate me for sure. And then, but then on the other end, I have tons of black people that love me and tell me that I'm doing, God's work and Lord's work. And, I talk to a lot of people in the DMs about their experience, and, it's just a I feel like it's just it just sparks a big conversation, and I think that's the most important thing. It sparks a big conversation, and I believe that I have to continue to do it because it's such a big conversation, and it's helping a lot of people, or it's showing people, what people experience. Some people be like, this is not real. Like, some people think that people do not have these experiences. So and then I'll be like, go look at the goddamn comments. You don't see 40,000 comments of people saying this happened to them as well. So, yeah. So it goes both ways, really.
When I started seeing these videos and following you, it dawned on me, like, sometimes when I'm going into the store and I'm with my daughter, I have a 14-year-old daughter. It's like you got to be conscious because you might be profiled in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And you have that feeling going into the store. So just like, people will hold their bag or whatever when they see what they suspect to be someone that they can't trust. So people don't really understand what we go through as a people.
Yeah.
And when you're doing these actions to them, I think, they look appalled, but they have to understand this is how we feel all the time, and how a lot of people feel going through this.
Yeah, every day some people go through it. So, and that's what a lot of discussion too. Like, some people be like, "You see how the white people didn't act out?" I'm like, it's probably like, you say you step on somebody's shoe one time, they probably be like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." But if you do it like 20 times, you're gonna be ready to fight.
Right.
So a lot of times when I'm doing this experiment to white people, it's probably their first and last time it's gonna happen to them. So of course they're not gonna act out or be mad or be have that much anger as a black woman or a black man that constantly has to go through this and is just tired of it,
This is another one.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
that
do
was
you
a
know if
good
they have
one.
any bigger sizes than this?
No idea to work here. I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to say something. Wait, I'm trying to say something.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to say
Yeah, you like, oh yeah. You speak so well. Where you from? Here, what, Chicago? No, okay. Yeah. I was about to say, yeah. How about like originally, like, no, I'm talking about like originally. Yeah. Like, Western. No, I'm talking about like, like where, like your ancestors, y'all not.
Germany and
Exactly, yeah. No, you good. Yeah.
Look, I see some of my friends following you. Like, I see a lot of people on it. Like, this is definitely a movement. And one day I was cracking up, and my husband was like, "What is so?" I'm like, "Yo, this, you don't even know. Like, this guy just, like, he's doing the darn thing, because they have to feel it." And when do you feel this country, if ever, will recognize and even verbalize that racism and prejudice and colorism and classism and all that still exists?
I mean, that's very hard to answer, but you know, um, I don't even have an answer for that. But I just know that um, it's that's very hard to because I want to say like it's our job and our duty to make sure they do, but also it's not at the same time like it's not our job and our duty to be teaching white people how to interact with other human beings. Like that's not our job. But at another like at the same time though, I think that it's always going to be our job as the leaders of the world to show the way. And even though this might not be the best way to do it, obviously, because I'm different. Like I'm not like on some like you know I'm a crazy guy. Obviously, I have barely any fear in me, and I'm willing to do a lot more than other people will. I think that's probably why the content feels so good because it's like, yo, he's courageous. Where does he get the audacity from? Like a lot of people ask me, and it's like I've always been like that, and then this might be the best way, but this is it does bring a spotlight to it, and maybe somebody else from this spotlight can show it in a better way, but this does bring up the conversation, and I think that that's the most important thing, that it starts the conversation, and we need to keep conversing and we need to keep speaking on it. So what I'm doing might not be the best way to go about it, but it is starting the conversation, and it is getting the viewers, and it is getting the spotlight on it so that people can some some way take this to a panel or talk about it on the news, and and then other people can like talk to their mother and brother or their son like, oh, do you think this is a real, it starts the conversation. And I think that just by we keep conversing, we keep speaking on it, that's how we do, that's how we're going to get America to realize that it's still racism, is still classism, is still a lot of things that are going on, even though we all know that it's still going on. But it's just, I don't know. America is weird. All around the world is weird. It's a weird time, and I really don't. I really don't know. I don't even know what a world looks without racism. I don't even know how that feels, or I can't even imagine how that feels.
But you touched on something, the statement you made, starting the conversation and
Yeah.
us being the ones to do that.
Yes.
Because if we don't, then who? So,
It's
and
yep.
I'm a real spiritual, energy sensitive and intuitive person. And I remember I think you were talking about your sign one time, having people guess your sign. I think it was Gemini. I'm not that sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother-in-law is a Gemini, and I thought it was a Scorpio. That's what I get, Scorpio. But the Gemini, somebody has to do the work. Like everybody on this earth as a spiritual being living this human experience has a purpose and place to do what they have to do. And sometimes people are called to do things, they're not sure why they're doing it, but that's the calling. And I think, looking at you, that's what it is, on top of everything else that you do. So definitely, like I definitely had to bring you on to talk about this, especially when you was like, and he's living the vegan lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, go veganism, man. For real. I love being a vegan. It's one of the like things that I brag about the most, more than anything. I'm vegan, and I'm sober. I'm sober, I'm vegan, but I love being sober and I love being vegan. I mean, I feel like it because a lot of people think I'm crazy or I'm on drugs. So to tell them I'm like vegan and I'm sober, it's like, what? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm a very healthy person, and I care about my being. I care about my body, my well-being. I care about you know, how I feel, and I take my vitamins. I don't want to be drunk. I want to be clear headed, especially doing this type of content. I don't even want to seem like, I want to be able to de-escalate a situation if it comes down to it, or
Right.
um, yeah.
Have you ever had an issue with the officials, or doing this type of stuff? Because sometimes I'm like, I wonder if anybody
Not
else.
yet, not on content, but I have problems with the officials just every day. I remember I called a police officer in Atlanta a bitch. But it wasn't recorded. But it's just, every day you have a problem with authorities, especially white people that feel like they are over you, or they have some power over you. Yeah, I just had to call in Atlanta. I called this white police officer a bitch because he was just what's the what's it called? Just getting ahead of himself, just
Right.
overusing, overdoing shit, and
Yeah.
yeah, and then people was like, "Oh, you should have your glasses." Like, nah, like this ain't all about Like sometimes, I'm this how I am in real life too. Like people think like this is just like I hate authority. Like it don't matter who it is. Like like I told you, I've been a rebel since I was a kid, and I love to rebel against authority if it's I want to what's the word I don't know when they just take advantage of it. When they just
Right. Right.
overdoing it. So I don't like that. Like it's okay to be to have some type of authority or whatever, but when you overuse it, like how they doing it in Minneapolis and stuff like that, like I don't like that. I don't like when they take it too far. It's just like, come on, we all humans, we all come out the same way, go out the same way, gang.
And we
We
all
all
bleed
got
the
blood.
same way. Yes, red
Yeah,
blood.
so like let's treat each other like we human beings. All this citizens, all this other bullshit they come up with, like we are at the beginning of it, we all human beings.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in, Selena. And on that note, what you just said, what were your thoughts about the Bad Bunny performance during the Super Bowl halftime? Because there was a lot of I'm of Puerto Rican descent, so of
Yeah.
course I supported it.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts around it?
Man, I support it. I support he's an artist at the end of the day, and
Right.
he has a good story. Like he's very inspirational story. Like they show him at bagging up groceries at a store, and then him winning Grammys. Just anybody as an artist getting their flowers is always inspiring to me, and I love it because I want to be in that same position. Like I started doing content so that I could get my music to a larger audience. And so seeing him get to that magnitude of like that large of an audience, and it being the most viewed, like congratulations, man. And him able to put his culture out there, and his people are proud of him, and then him just sharing it too, sharing it with everybody, making sure like everybody feels included. Like I remember he mentioned like every country in the world, and,
Yes,
it's just it's just
America.
a great job. Me personally, though, I didn't really enjoy the performance, but who cares? It's not about me enjoying that. It's about the performance spoke volume. So I like the idea of it more than the actual performance. I didn't like Kendrick Lamar's performance either. So just to you know,
Yeah, everybody is
yeah.
entitled to their taste and
Yeah.
opinion. I
But I
appreciate.
love I love seeing, him being able to show his I love when people are able to, show their culture and where they're from, and on a larger platform. I love that.
Awesome. Now, talking about performances, I heard something on one of your pages that you got something going on this evening. Today's the 12th?
Yeah,
Oh,
today I
that's
have like
tomorrow.
I throw parties
That's
and
the
stuff.
today. No, tomorrow, right? I think it's
No,
tomorrow.
today I got
It
something
is today.
today, tonight.
Okay. Talk
Yeah, so
about
I
your
have a
upcoming
company. Yeah, I got a company called Share Birthdays. That I got with three of my other friends, and it's just like we throw parties. So it's just a party. We throwing a party for one three people. It's their birthday, and we started it on my birthday last year. We like people want to throw a party, and I usually share my party with my other friend whose birthday is the next day. So that's how we got the idea of calling this company Share Birthday. So we wanted to just instead of like celebrating me, it's like celebrating everybody that has something to do with that supported me or contributed to my success, or anything that anybody that helped me. Like it's all we're celebrating everybody, not just me.
Right. Exactly. I love, see, you're a giving person.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a quick commercial right here. Peace and blessings, everyone. You're tuning in to Naijha Speaks. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel at NaijaSpeaks.com. Please follow me at Naijha Speaks. Support the program. This platform is supported by Black Vest Society, which is a nonprofit organization, and your tax deductible donation helps pay for this platform. So please donate at blackvestsociety.org today. If you donate today, I will personally reach out to you and send you a signature Black Vest Society pin and a vegan t-shirt. And you're getting one for Forever Band. Well, I
Thank
mean,
you.
it's your size. You're getting one too. But today, if you donate $25, I will send you a signature pen and a vegan t-shirt. So go to blackvestsociety.org today, not tomorrow. You got to do it today. Okay. Thank you for that. What's your call to action for Everband? What do you want people to take away from this interview?
Um, I mean, really just to be yourself and to be patient and have compassion and just treat people how you want to be treated and do the work, get on the ground, get on the field, express yourself, use social media, use all the platforms that you can, get over being shy. Make sure you know that you're beautiful. Doesn't matter how anybody else feels about you. You're beautiful. You're valued, and you're not valued based off how much you produce or what you produce. Too. Yeah.
I love that. You're not valued about how much you produce or what you produce.
Yeah.
Everybody out here is a celebrity. I always say that. Like, and I
Yeah.
got that
Just
from
imagine like when you had your baby, you didn't be like your baby couldn't do nothing, couldn't pick up nothing, and you valued it like it was the best thing on earth. So just gotta keep that
exactly.
in mind. Like just a lot of people put this pressure on you. You have to do something. You no, like God loves you just how you are, and then it will come to you whatever you have to do. Just be patient and just have something in your mind of what you want to make a difference or whatever. But just know you're valued. Just waking up every day and just yeah, getting out there. I guess.
And God loves you just like you said, just the way you are.
Yeah.
Applause to that.
Yes. Yes.
How best can we connect with you?
So Instagram, TikTok. I got my email on my Instagram. If you want to send me an email or anything, but yeah, my Instagram is foreverband underscore locked in king. That's also the same thing on TikTok. And my email is in my Instagram. And yeah, I respond to DMs.
Oh, yes, you
Actually,
do. That's how I connected with you.
yeah, I love. I used to respond to like every comment, but now it's like it's getting too much.
Yes, you should respond to the DM. Thank you so much because a lot
Yes.
of times people just ignore those
No, I
DMs.
respond to DMs. I make sure I respond to DMs. I might not do it the first day you DM me, but I will get back. I check DMs. Um, and yeah, so yeah, that's the best way to get in contact with me or my email, which is nails match her toes at gmail.com with one H. The match and the her share a H. And then yeah, I'm in Chicago. I'm always around in Chicago doing my content, so people see me in the streets all the time. If you're ever in Chicago, you might just run by me because I'll be out here.
And you have merch, you have t-shirts on
Yeah,
your
I have.
website.
Yeah, I
I'm
have
waiting for my
merchant.
poster. I'm waiting for
I,
my poster. We
yeah,
want to put it up at the Landing Kush. When
yeah,
you're in Baltimore, you're welcome to come down. We got you. I'm waiting for this poster so we can put it up in the store.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a website, foreverband157.com with all my merchandise and everything about me kind of is on there. My music videos, my favorite places to eat. Also, I have an app as well.
I saw that. Let me share that. There was a video you did just recently about your app. I saw that.
Yeah, I got an app. It's called Forever Band. You could just look it
Mm-hmm.
up on the App Store or Google Play. It's also the same thing, kind of like my website. You could get my merchandise. Um, you can get my meetups, the location to my meetups. But the only thing on my app though, you can get unreleased music as well. If you subscribe, you can get a lot of different things that I have for my subscribers to the app. But you can download the app for free though.
I'm actually putting your stuff in the comments so people can see that, and so they know how to follow you. Again, it's been a blessing. Thank you for taking the time out
Yes.
to get on the show. Keep doing what you're doing. Happy Black History 365.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
follow Forever Band _ Lock in King. That's easy.
Yes.
Forever Band _ Lock in King. He is doing the damn thing. Okay. And on that note, folks, tune in every week. Naijha Speaks,
Yes.
noon, unless it's CST time. And
Yes. Facts.
thanks again. Let's stay connected. Again, if you're in the Baltimore area, we got you. Reach out, and I got your T-shirt and everything. I'll connect with you offline on that. Okay. All right,
Okay.
everyone. Have a blessed weekend. Be safe out there, and don't hurt nobody. All right.
Meeting you where you are. The meaning behind the slogan is that we meet the community where they are on their journey towards holistic health, a plant-based lifestyle, and veganism, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. We do this through people, food, events, and culture. Our 6 pillars are earth, eating, education, empowerment, enlightenment, and events. We are Black Veg Society.